Rejoice, Monsterverse fans! I can't believe I'm saying this. We're getting a Monsterverse Godzilla TV series. Yeah. This is going to be separate to the Netflix sort of anime Skull Island thing that was previously announced. I can't remember if it was an anime or not. It was an animated one anyway, at the very least. I don't know whether that's still going ahead or not, but this is major news. Loads of people have been crying out for ages, always in my live streams and things like that. And I'm with you. I stand there right with you. When are we getting any news on the Monsterverse? What's happening in the Monsterverse? Are we getting a new Godzilla film? Blah, blah, blah. All this kind of stuff. And my response to you guys is always, well, we've had rumoured another movie, which is The Son of Kong. Not the direction I would have taken the Monsterverse, personally. But whatever. Sure, it's still continuing. That's great. But outside of that, no actual news. We hadn't had confirmation that Legendary had renewed the rights from Toho. We knew that Toho were happy to renew the rights. They seem more than happy to do that. And a lot of people that always jump in the comments and say, oh, Toho should just take it back. The rights deals actually allow Toho to make whatever they want, whenever they want. They haven't submitted over to Legendary everything. They are allowed, parallel to Legendary making their stuff, to make what they want as well. They've just opted not to. It looks like they're looking to have another company for them build, market Godzilla. So when they choose to come out with something, it'll be huge in the Western market anyway, because they always dominate in Japan. But let's dive into this. Again, this dropped yesterday. This is major news, like huge news. Apple TV. So it looks like I'm getting bloody Apple TV now. Lands a Godzilla and Titans series based on Legendary's Monsterverse. I am a bit speechless. I'm really happy about this. My inner child is like, make it now. When do you want it? Yes, like now. So yeah, this is a massive deal. It will undoubtedly be a huge deal because not only will Legendary need to obviously pay Toho for this, and then, they'll want to pocket some money as well. And if they want to see actual titans, like specific kaiju from Godzilla's universe, I say kaiju, and if you automatically go, oh, Pacific Rim's kaiju, you're not a Godzilla fan, right? Kaiju is just a Japanese term for like giant monster. But if they want to use any of the kaiju, actual term, from any of the original Godzilla movies, then they're going to have to pay Toho for the license. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops, because this is a mega money maker, right? Huge money maker. So a massive deal that expands on Legendary's Monsterverse. Apple TV Plus, I don't know the difference. What's the difference between Apple TV and Apple TV Plus? Has ordered a new, and this is the key, live action. This is going to be a live action one. Yes. I like animated stuff. I really like animated stuff. But a live action Godzilla series? You pour hundreds of millions of dollars into it, please. I don't care if it doesn't make money. I want to see it. But anyway, so a live action series featuring Godzilla and the Titans. So it's actually going to feature Godzilla. Confirmed. Love it. Yes. And is it Legendary's Monsterverse Godzilla? Yes. Yes. This finally builds off of what I didn't like about the continuation news, was that it's just going to be Son of Kong. And I'm like, for goodness sake. You have the first Godzilla film. Godzilla's painted as a sort of ambiguous monster that, we have like an uneasy balance with towards the end of the movie. People's respect him for saving the Earth and things like that. And then you go into Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Now he's the king. He's the boss. We sacrificed. We sacrifice ourselves to even resurrect him. There's so many things, and then boom, Godzilla versus Kong. He's painted as like some weird evil dude. It's like, no, you were on the right track with Godzilla. Let's have him being good. So, following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco and the shocking new reality that monsters are real, the Untitled series explores one family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and a legacy linking them to the secret organization known as Monarch. Love it. Why do I love this? Because Legendary's done a really good job of expanding this, specifically this type of narrative, in the comics. They've done a really good job. Their comics connected to Monarch and the Titans are actually really, really, really decent. They do a very good job of their expanded lore, and it all actually making sense, which is a bloody miracle when it comes to stuff like this, because so very many little properties get it right, and they nail it. So that's actually, to me, that's really positive. The series, and this is good, will be produced by Legendary Television and executive produced by co-creators Chris Black, who will also serve as showrunner, and Matt Fraction. So that's, why is that good? Well, because the same company behind the production studio of the movies is behind the production of the series. That's good. They'll use all the same assets because the modeling's been made. So that's really, really positive. A lot of people think Warner Brothers make the movies. They don't. Warner Brothers just distributes them. Big difference. Huge difference. And here's the other good thing. So, alongside Safe House Pictures, Joby Harold and Tori Tunnel, and Toho Co. Limited, Hiro Matsuoka and Takamasa Arita, I'm butchering this, will executive produce for Toho. So Toho is the owner of the Godzilla character and has licensed the rights to Legendary for this series as a natural byproduct of their long-term relationship on the film franchise. So in terms of this, it specifically says license the rights to the Legendary for this series. So we don't know if this is actually continuing on past that, but I would imagine so. Or it could be that Legendary doesn't see a benefit in continuing on the big screen and is so downsizing to the silver screen. But I can't imagine there's much profit margins in that. So I still anticipate more movies on the back end of this. So talks about expanding the universe via a series began after Godzilla vs. Kong became one of the first big box office hits in the pandemic era. It did actually really well, in fairness. Legendary already is developing the next untitled film set in the Monsterverse, but saw potential in developing a series and began talking to buyers that were interested. So that's really, look, they are still doing that movie. This seems to confirm that, so that's good. And then them talking to potential buyers, great. Apple showed immediate interest as it looked to add more branded IP to a slate of original TV series that continues to grow, and a deal was soon struck to start development on the series. That's good. I mean, it's good for Apple, because Apple, what do they have? Like, what do they actually have? Nothing that I'm not interested in anything on Apple. I am now. And this is what you need to do as a streamer. Diversify your offerings, your content. Diversify the array of original IPs to get people curious in new properties. And obviously it's very cost effective to do your own properties. But then diversify the bought in and paid for IPs like this. Because now I'm interested, right? So beginning in 2014 with Godzilla and continuing the 2017 Kong Skull Island, 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters, and 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong Monsterverse films have accumulated nearly $2 billion at the global box office and is expanding with a new anime series Skull Island, which the series will, and is expanding with a new anime series Skull Island. The series will premiere globally on Apple TV alongside and expand. That's interesting. Maybe that's just how I'm reading it, but it almost looks like... Well, hopefully, yeah, because the Skull Island series was supposed to be over on Netflix. But then they follow that, a new anime series, Skull Island. I assume it's just how I'm reading it, but the series will premiere globally on Apple TV. So this is this series, yeah, sorry. Disregard me being a pleb. Anyway, and that'll be, building on everything else crap that they have. Fine, whatever, who cares. I'm super looking forward to this. I think this is amazing news. Huge news. Massive news. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. If you're new here, please do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture, movie news, and movie reviews and things like that. Honestly, if you are a returning subscriber, just check that you are subscribed and check that bell notification is turned on to all. YouTube's a messy. Like, January is a really weird time for YouTube. And it's unsubscribing a lot of people. It's also clicking off their notifications and loads of stuff. It's a real ball ache for YouTubers. You'll hear it from loads of people, but you're hearing it from me as well. So please do check. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I'm super excited for this. Follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at MrHReviews. Links to that are in the description box. But thank you all so much for joining me here today. Have a great day. Take care.